Okay, so I'm back again. I wanted to do a really quick video because people think that the Most High's name is different things. You know, you hear people say G-O-D, you hear people say the L-O-R-D, you hear people say Ahayah, Yah, W-E-H. I could go on and on and on, but I just wanted to do this video really quick because when I was first waking up, that was something that was really bothering me. Because if you can feel very confused when you're waking up and there's all these names and it feels like confusion, like the enemy is the author of confusion. And so like if you're just waking up, it might be hard. It might be very difficult. So I'm here to make a video to help you in understanding why our Creator's name is Yahuah, okay? Not Ahayah, not Yah, W-E-H. And there's scripture that says that we're not supposed to even utter these other, idols' names out. So you'll hear me spell things out like JC. I don't want to give any reverence to anybody but the Most High, okay? He says he's going to take the names of Satan out of our mouths. So that's what, I feel like he's working on me to do. So the first thing we're going to do, I prayed about it and I asked Yahweh, please help me. And explaining this to you, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look up, I'm going to Google Yahuah, right? Because Yahuah says he's going to sanctify his Kadesh name when he, I'll put the scripture up, but he's basically going to grab us from the other nations where we're spread across the world, and he's going to sanctify his name, right? So if you look at the internet is also subjected to Yahuah as well. My mom sent me a text of, she looked up Yahusha. That you couldn't do that not too long ago. You could not do that. So let's go ahead and let me do this real quick. Okay, so this is just a Google search, okay? It says, let me make sure this is, yeah, it is. In the Hebrew Bible, Yahuah, here's the modern day tetragrammaton, right, is the personal name of God, the Mighty One. It is often translated as the L-O-R-D in many English versions. Some scholars and religious groups pronounce it as Yah, W-E-A-H, or whatever, while others use variants like this name. The name is highly significant in Judaism and is considered sacred, with many refraining from pronouncing it directly. And that's how people start using the L-O-R-D and G-O-D, because they felt like back in the day his name was so holy, because one of the commandments say don't bring his name to nothing. If you bring his name to nothing, it's against the law. It's against the Torah. So they took his name out so that they wouldn't profane his name, even though they were already doing it. So let's continue reading. So it says Yahuah is understood to be the Most High's unique and personal name, revealed to Moses in the book of Exodus. The name is often represented by the 4 Hebrew consonants YHWH, known as the Tetragrammaton. Okay, Jews traditionally avoid pronouncing YHWH and instead use terms like Adonai, meaning this means Satan. Okay, or Hashem, which is the name. Okay. Now, I don't have to go, let's see. Besides Yahuah, other names for the Most High in the Hebrew include, I'm going to say Eluah because I'm going to show you in a second what El means, okay? Meaning G-O-D or G-O-Ds. Al Shaddai, meaning, I don't like saying these because it's also a snare. So let's look up real quick. This is why I don't say this word, right? Because it's been a perversion over the years, right? Of this right here. Okay. In Canaanite religion, right, was the supreme creator, God, often depicted as an old man with a long beard, okay? Sometimes with wings and associated with the bull. He was considered the head of the pantheon, husband of this thing, and the father of many idols, including Satan, while including a prominent deity. That name's prominence diminished as Satan became more central to Canaanite worship. So I need you to understand. Let me look at pictures of this thing. This is this deity El, okay? So, yeah, that's why you'll hear me say Yahuah, because this is who El is. It's a pagan Canaanite deity. All right, look, it says it right here. El, the God of the Canaanites. Bruh, come on, it's right here. So, praise you, Yahuah. Elohim, or this word. Listen, it gives you, you're going to have to do some research yourself, but I found out, if you know the name of this deity is El, I don't use that anymore. So I'll say Yahuah or Alahyim or, Al Shaddai. I say Al because, look, it says, in the 8th century, a new sect called Karaites, a.k.a. the Majorites, altered the sound of the letter Aleph, the first letter in Abba's alphabet, to Ayin, right? Okay, using Nakid markings they had invented to bend the pronunciation of vowels, okay? And it says this is the section, this section began with Anan bin David in 767, who also adopted the sighted moon, the crescent sighting of the Muslims. That's what I was trying to say earlier. The Muslims did this, okay? While under a Muslim caliphate, in the city of Babylon, is right here. In 767, Anan was imprisoned to be executed for rebellion, but the Islamic caliph in Babylon spared his life because he distinguished himself from the Yahudim, right? That's our ancestors, that's us, brethren, by adopting the sighted moon of the Muslims. His new sect, the Moraites, traditionalists, did not want anyone to properly speak the 4 vowels of the name Yod He U He, which is Yahuah, right? Or Yahuah or Yahuah, same thing. To me, like I always say Yahuah, but Yahuah I think is perfectly fine too. So they invented vowel distortions using nakud, and cantillation marks to retrain readers of Hebrew to mispronounce certain words. Elohim became this, which we know is a deity, and Yahu became Yehu, right? Or Yeho. What they'll say, whatever, right? But later on, they made that J, which I know is the ch sound 3 times, okay? Like, because you got the ch, right? You drag that out, it's 3 ch sounds, which is part of Abba's alphabet. But anyways, they left the name Abraham, right? Or Abraham alone. Otherwise, it would be called Ibrahim. Come on now. By everyone today. The Hebrew root Aleph, La, right? Al, right? Became this, all right? This root is not a name. It is a pronoun referring to one who is lofty, upward, above, high, strong, mighty, etc. The state of Israel's airline is this. This is a deity, right? Al, and means to go up, okay? It's spelled Ayin Lamed. So Al, okay? Al. Because this is some Greek stuff. Aleph, Tav, right? It's well, that's La. But anyways, Yahuah Elohim means I am your mighty one. Okay, so I'll leave a link up from this website, and you honestly should be doing the research yourself as well, but I really just wanted to help, because when you first waking up, you need a little push. You need a little push, so I'm here to push you. Look at this is quick research, right? This name that people think is also his name is the name of an idol of it says it's the name of the idol of Israel. That's not his name. Also known as the Tetragrammaton, right? He is the central deity of Judaism and is also revered in Christianity and Islam. Initially, this name was associated with the ancient Near Eastern deities of weather and war, okay? And later evolved into a more universal cosmic deity. So this is not his name, okay? This is not his name. They are mixing it up, right? I don't even know how they get this to be this. I don't know. All right, so this name Ahayah, right? Let's see. Oh, I got you. Yahweh help me. Okay. In Exodus 3:14, it says, "And Yahuah said unto Moshe, I am that I am. And he said, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Yashar'al, I am hath sent me unto you." So this is the reason why people think that his name is Ahayah, because Ahayah means, hold on, give it to me now. Hold up, let me try to say it. I don't even know how to spell this. All right, so Ahayah means I am that I am, right? So you got to understand, he said I am that I am, right? But that is not what they were calling him. They all throughout scripture, when you go look at these Paleo Hebrew, see if I can find another one. When you look at the Paleo Hebrew text, and it's readily available online, and I'll leave a link to this. Here it is again. When you go look at this, you'll see what they were calling him. He says, I am that I am. You don't call him I am that I am. You call him what they were calling him, okay? Because you are not him. He is he. So when you go to this website called Father's Alphabet, right? This is where you have to study to show yourself approved, okay? When you go to this website, you can go to the Paleo Bible, right? So I'm going to go to, where do I think his name would be? For here, for sure. So I'm going to go to Deuteronomy and look for his name in Paleo Hebrew. Hold on, let me see what I can find. This is the Picto Hebrew letters that they use for his name, okay? Here's the Yod, Hey, Hey. Now, some people want to put a W right here, but I'm going to tell you in a minute. I'm going to show you in a minute that the W was created way later. There is no W. A W is a double U. 2 U's, okay? So it makes it sound ooh, all right? So here's his name right here. This is the first one. It is the symbol. Thank you, y'all. This is a symbol of a hand, right? It says hand or arm. The first one, yeah. Okay. So that would be work, do, make, hand, arm, help, power, or authority. Okay. The next one is right here, and that is look, lo, behold, this, reveal, mankind, or existence. The next one is okay. This is a picture of a hook, all right? And this means and, with, to join together. And then again, the fourth symbol is again right? So look, hold, look, lo, behold, this, reveal, mankind, or existence. So hold on one second. I'm going to show you that the W ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Watch this. Yahuah, please help me. Quick search, right? The letter W evolved from the merging of two V's or U's, okay? Or U shapes in handwriting during the Middle Ages, eventually becoming a distinct letter in the English alphabet. While the sound it represents existed earlier, the visual representation as a single character developed gradually, solidified by the printing press in the 15th century. We're gonna look up when was the J invented? Because I almost forgot. Okay. And this is important because people like to say that that his name is, the letter J was invented in 1524 by this man named Giorgi Trissino, an Italian grammarian. He introduced it to distinguish the consonant sound of J from the vowel sound of I. Before this, the letter I was used for both sounds. Let's see if we can dig a little deeper. We don't really need to. Let me see what this guy looks like. This is man, Giorgi Trissino. That's this guy. He was born in this month, the 8th, in 1478, and he passed on to go wherever he went to in 1550. He is responsible for the letter J, okay? So J, let me see if I can tell you where the J comes from. Oh, shoot. You know what it is? All right, let me see if they can spell. So the sound J in English, represented by the letter J, originated from a shift in pronunciation of the letter I in some languages. Initially, the letter I had both vowel and consonant sounds. The letter being similar to the English Y sound. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So if it's not, is Yah. It's not Jay. It's not Jah. It's Yah. You understand? Over time, particularly in medieval times, the consonant sound associated with I evolved into the J sound, or D3 we know today. Okay. This shift was formulated when the letter J was adopted as the distinct character separating it from the vowel I. So let me say, this is D3, right? This popped in my head, or the Ruach told me when I saw this D3. I don't even know what it means. But when I go to Father's alphabet, right? Let me show y'all this real quick. This sound right here is the ch sound, right? Ch. This is a wall. When you drag this out, j, ch, j, 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 right? Here's the sound. So all of these j, 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 yeah. Where's the yeah? Yeah. Where's yeah? Where you at? Yeah. Right here. It's multiple sounds. This is the yeah sound. This ain't no yod is not a sound, okay? Yod is some Greek stuff. This is a yeah sound. So J is multiple sounds. J, yeah. J. They drug this out. I mean, just the sound of stuff is j, j, j. Say ch, and drag it out long. J, j. I would say like 3 times, but that's just me. I'm going to leave a link to their website, but I really, really implore you to, pray and seek the Father for guidance, because, Scripture says that He will restore a pure language to us. So at first when I started learning this, it is very helpful when you're trying to break things down and learn about things, but you're not going to get this language perfectly, because, it's only the Father knows. Like, you're just not going to get it perfect. When He's ready to restore the language, He will restore the language. But I'm about to just type this really quick. So like, this is we were doing Yahuah, right? So what I heard one day when, from the Ruach HaKodesh was that all of these sounds are natural occurring sounds that you can make with your mouth, right? So I don't look at this one and I don't look at this one because this is complicated to me. Like, this is very simple. These are pictures, okay? So this is a picture of a bull or an ox, right? And so the sound is a ah, right? They perverted it and say eh. I don't really feel like it's a eh. This is ah, right? So natural sounds, ah, b, g, d, h, right? U, z, ch, right? Natural sounds. T, y, k, l, m, n. This one is s, right? Eh, p. I think this is t. I'm not really sure what this sound is, but some people say it's a k sound. This is r, sh, eth. So we know the first symbol of his name is the yeah, right? Then you have h. Yeah, h. And then you have the u, right? But I say u, or you'll just put the u right there, right? And then ah, right? And that is how you say his name. So this is so tiny. Let me make this bigger. Just so tiny. Hold on. Alright. You put this together. Yah, right? Yah. People like say yeah, ha. Well, I don't know. They say yeah, ha. But if you put this and this together, Yah, right? Ooh, ah. Alright. This is a deity, right? This is Satan. Was a prominent deity in ancient Middle Eastern, particularly Canaanite religion. He was primarily known as a idol of storms, fertility, and agriculture. Often depicted with a lightning bolt. I'm gonna call him Satan. Mythology includes battles against other gods. I'm not even gonna keep going, right? Oh wow! In the Bible, Satan is portrayed as a rival to the Israelites, of Yashar'al, basically. But here they are called. See, people are so confused. They're calling him this. This is not Yahuah's name. Now I'm gonna show you. Look. All right. So yes. So this means Satan, right? Means this is a deity. So I don't say the Lord because this means, yes, the Hebrew word this, right, can be translated as Lord, right? It's the same word. However, it's important to understand that Satan has a broader meaning than just that. In English, it also translates to owner, master, or husband, okay? So the Lord, which is why the term, let me stop, hold on. In context of the Canaanite religion, Satan was the name of a specific idol, often referred to as the Lord. So if you're saying the Lord, they're telling you right here the Lord is this deity, which is why the term can be associated with a deity. In the Hebrew Bible, when the term Lord is used to refer to the God of Israel, it is typically represented as divine, not Satan. But let me tell you something. In scripture, he tells you that he said we will worship other idols, other mighty ones when we go into captivity. So this right here is why I don't call him the Lord. While I was editing this video, this website literally just pulled up, which is called the slavevoyages.org. And it just pulled up a completely different search engine that I wasn't even using, okay? So I take that as that was Yahuah telling me to show you guys this, which is remarkable. Okay, so when you go look at the slave names, right? This is the Slave Voyages, right? African Origins database, okay? You start looking at these names, the people who were our ancestors who were enslaved, a lot of them have Hebrew names, okay? They have Hebrew names. So we're going to go to some of these names, and I'm going to tell you what, or I'm going to show you what they mean in Hebrew, okay? In ancient Hebrew. So this name right here, Ada, okay? And it's also here, Ada. It might be spelled a little different. Ada, right? That, when I looked that up, that means Ada or Ada. It means adornment or ornament, right? So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna spell it the same way, right? Ada. Well, let's spell it the way they did it. Let me try it like that. Right. When I typed it the way it was spelled, it comes up the same exact way. So it's Ada, meaning it generally means adornment or ornament in Hebrew. And I can even put, I think I put ancient Hebrew. Okay. See? Comes up the same thing when I put ancient Hebrew. Okay, let's go to another one. Here we go. Abba. Right? When you look up Abba, this is what Abba means. Abba means father. Okay? It translates to father. Alright? So this person's name was, or is, well, I guess he passed away, is Abba. Okay? His name is father, male, 23 years old. Okay? Right? African. These are slaves, okay? Or our ancestors. I don't want to call them slaves. Let's go to another one, right? Here's Abba again. Well, I want to look up this one. Uma. Alright, Uma. Alright, Uma. That's literally what it says. In ancient Hebrew, the name Uma primarily means nation. It can also refer to mother or people. The name is written with the Hebrew letters Ahayah. Well, whatever that is. So people or nation. All right, Uma. Her name is Uma. It's a girl. No, that's a man. Okay, nation. All right, nation. His name is Nation. Let me keep going because I can keep going with all these names. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. Look, we know this J right here ain't real. So Ayah. 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 Let's look at that one. It's the same name. What was it? Ayah. Ahayah. Okay? In ancient Hebrew, the name Ahayah can have two primary meanings: hawk or falcon, and miracle or wondrous. The name is associated with the word Ayah or Ayah. I guess Ayah. This is Yah's name. This is Yah right here. So these people have Yah's name in their name, which can mean to be bare, to be nude. Excuse me. Didn't he say he was gonna? And somebody could grab a scripture. In scripture, he says we were going to get God basically in our nakedness. He was going to have somebody get us, and we was going to be bare and naked, okay? Or to be empty, okay? So I'm just saying right there. Hold on, let's go to the other one. I'm looking for this one. Oh, here it is. Wana. Okay, this person's name is Wana. This is an 11-year-old female, okay? Girl, not woman. She was a girl. Her name is Wana. And let me tell you what Wana means when I looked up Wana. So again, you know that there's no W. So I put Uana, okay? Uana means, in Paleo Hebrew is what came up. The term Uana means nourishment, referring to food or sustenance. It is also the name of a person in the ancient Hebrew text, possibly meaning nourishment or weapons of Yah, okay? However, it's mentioned that the spelling might be an error, okay, and could actually be Yah. Either way, whose name is that? That's Yah's name, right? All right, that was Wana. Or Uana. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. All right. Almost done. Found it. Okay, this person's name is Awa. Female, okay? Woman, Igbo, okay? A lot of these people are Igbo. It was different, people, nations, but these, I noticed that a lot of them have his name in there, right? Awa. So we know that's supposed to be a U. So Awa. Let me tell you what that means. All right, here we go. So Awa in ancient Hebrew. So in ancient Hebrew, Awa is presented with the meaning, I create disaster. This is a contested first person name of the Allah of Yashar'al. Look at even the mighty one of Yashar'al. Come on, bro. Look at this stuff. Yahuah is making this very clear and easy for us to find this information, and relates to the tetragrammaton of the 4-letter divine name. So let me tell you something. If you can, go and find that scripture and post it in the comment section, because there's a scripture and he says that I create disaster. This person's name is I create disaster. Tell me that he has not been like putting clues this entire time. I got one more. I did manya. All right, one more. The last A-D-D-A-R-A. Ad-ara. Let's try that one. Ad-ara. All right. Adara, all right, the name Adara in ancient Hebrew and its variant Adara, right, same thing, right, primarily means noble or exalted. It's derived from the Hebrew word Adar, which can also mean fire or splendor, and is associated with the month of Adar in the Jewish calendar. We know it's not Jewish, Yahudim, okay, their calendar is not the real calendar, but that's another video. A time of joy and celebration, okay, noble or exalted. All right, let's get the last one, and I was just adding some fun ones on there for you guys. You tell me why these people got Hebrew names. Please tell me why these people got Hebrew names. Ana, Amuka. I'm about to go look that one up. Amuka. Let's try that one. In the context of ancient Hebrew, Amuka, right? We could try this and see if it comes back up with that, what they put in there. Probably the same thing. Let's do this. Well, this means deep. So let me go back to her name. Well, it has to be Amuka. Because look, they got an E here. We know that's a perversion. So Amuka is her name. So Amuka. So in Hebrew, Amuka literally means deep. The name carries both a literal and metaphorical significance, suggesting deep depth of character, intellect, or emotions. All right, last one. I just said last one like 3 times ago. This is the last one. Anna. Is that the last one? Come on. Yeah. You can literally play around with this and just go find all these people's names. Like, look, I bet you that one means something, but I'm not going to go look up that one. I'm going to go look up... what about this one? Adum. Let's look up that one. Sorry. Okay, that's wrong. If we put Adum here, this means red. If we put this here the way they got it, this is what comes up. In ancient Hebrew, the name Adum most likely means powerful or strong. Now, the name they got up there is A-D-U-M. Let's try that one. A-D-U-M. Oh, man. Still the same thing. Okay, so when you use that name, this person's name, Adum, right here they got Adum, right? Which is what, in English, they want to call him Adam, right? In ancient Hebrew, the word Adam, which is translated as Adam, primarily means man or mankind. It can refer to a specific individual, as in excuse me, I'm getting sleepy. As in the first man in the Bible, or to humanity in general. The word is also closely related to the Hebrew word for ground or earth, because he came out of the earth. He made him out of the clay of the earth, and to the word for red, adum. Now, did I get this one? Yeah, I got that one. Oh, Anna. I know I saw Anna somewhere. Y'all will help me find Anna. Okay, so this person's name is Anna, right? Or they said Anna, right? But where's Anna? We at Anna? Here we go. So when I put Anna in here, Anna means in ancient Hebrew, the name Anna, often a variant of Hannah or Hannah, means Yah has favored me, or Yah has shown me grace. So I just wanted to show you guys this, because this is not a coincidence that these people, our ancestors, came over here and had these names, these Hebrew names, these Hebrew names. If you ain't wake yet, please wake up, wipe the crust off your eyes, and understand that, you know, this is serious. This is very spiritual and very serious, and stuff's about to get very real, and Yahuah wants you to wake up. He wants us to wake up, because we are in the last days. It's like we are, and I wouldn't even say days. I'd say like minutes, seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is really about to go down. So this is why I don't use this word, okay? The English word God originates from the Old English word God, of course, which itself comes from the Proto-Germanic Gunda, right? This Germanic root is also the source of similar words in other Germanic languages like Gothic, whatever. Okay, that. Where was I getting? The word's meaning evolved from a generic term for a deity or a powerful spiritual being to a proper noun referring to a single supreme being of Christianity. All right, now where I want to get to is, okay, so this is the earliest reconstructed form of the word, meaning that which is invoked or divine entity summoned to a sacrifice. Bro, that sounds so bad. Summoned, please. This word, okay, Old English, this word was used for various Germanic deities, including those later associated with, figures like Odin. Oh man, I said it. Forgive me, y'all. Whatever this is, okay? This deity and this deity, which is actually what is that? We have a day named after this one, and we have a day named after this. W-E-D, what day, right? And then T-H-U-R day, right? So I don't even say those. I try to go off of fathers, Abba's calendar now. When Christianity spread into Germanic speaking religions, the word God was adopted to refer to the Christian God. Initially it was a neuter noun, whatever that means, but it eventually became masculine to align with the Christian concept of God as a male figure. Let me read this one. The capitalism of God is English, in relatively recent development, likely to distinguish the Christian God from the pagan GODs. But let me tell you something. Christianity is pagan. Whether you have come to wake up to understand that or not, because at one point in time I was a Christian, but Christianity is pagan, and that's a whole nother video. But I need you to understand, I need you to wake up for the sake of your soul. I need you to wake up, okay? His name is Yahuah. Well, I didn't even spell it right. Yahuah, okay? This is our Father's name, okay? His name is Yahuah, all right? His son's name is Yahusha. Okay, this is not his son's name. This is his son's name, okay? Yah saves, all right? This is not his name, okay? This is not his name. This means salvation. This just means salvation. Look at this. I wanted to research this because my mom showed me that she did this. Yeah, because Yahuah is in charge of it. He's over everything, okay? It is wild to me, and this makes him even more real, that you can Google his name and you can Google the Messiah's name, because you could not do that before. It's like the internet was trying to hide it, but no. Abba says no. In certain religious texts, Yahusha, often translated to Yahshua, is considered the original Hebrew name of JC. The original Hebrew name of JC, okay? It is believed by some to be a more accurate rendering of the name than the Greek this thing, right? The name Yahusha, which combines Yahu, right? A shortened form of Yahuah. Oh, come on now. The ancient Hebrew name of the Most High, and Shah, meaning saves, is interpreted to mean Yahuah is salvation, or Yahuah saves. Yahuah is making it so... Hold on, y'all. I'm getting hyped. Yahuah is making this so easy for us. So easy. It's right here, okay? Let me give you another one. So the people in the state of Israel, let me show you how they took our names. All right, what does it look like? This Benjamin, because this ain't real. Benjamin Natit Yahu. Okay, he took Yahuah's name.
When I show you what I'm about to show you, your mind will be blown. You're going to be blindsided. Every single Israeli prime minister has a fake name. Did you know that? I was just talking about Ben Gurion. Do you know what his original name is? It's Grun. Gruen. He changed it to make it sound more Jewish and sound more Middle Eastern. Do you know what Netanyahu's real name is? It's not Netanyahu, it's Milkovsky. I swear to God, go and look it up. You'll find Milkovsky. That's his real name. Remember what Israelis are. Israelis are European Jews. They don't come from Palestine, but they want you to make you believe. They want to make believe and make you believe that they come from this area, that they are indigenous to the land, that they're so Jewish, right? Even though they have no connection. So they changed the names.
Scripture says that his people will bear witness to his name. So these people who are originally European adopted these Hebrew names so that they can fit the part, so that they can seem, fool people in the world to, make people think that that's, our names. But I mean, that's their names, but it's not. So let me tell you the real names. We know the Messiah's name is Yahusha, right? Let me grab some for you. Matthew's name is not Matthew, it's Matityahu. Zechariah, the book of Zechariah, his real name is, where's we at? Zachariah. Zephaniah's name is Setfanyahu. Obadiah's real name is Obadyahu. These people have Yahuah's name in them. I can go on and on and on. Yirmiyahu, they call him Jeremiah. His name is Yirmiyahu. Yeshayahu. Isaiah, his name is, Yeshayahu. So it's time for us to wake up. Our Father's name is not Ahayah. It's not Yah, W-E-Y. It's not all these other names. He is literally making it so clear. You could literally Google it now. And if you think and just ask the Father for guidance, then he will help you. But yeah, that's really all I got. I just wanted to, make it very clear. I hope this video was clear because, like I said, when I first started waking up, I was very confused, and the enemy wants to keep you confused. The enemy, especially like some of these Hebrew Israelite camps, they're like a cloak, and it makes people think, like, not believe the truth, because they're going around with hatred and they're teaching all this false doctrine. And so like they are Yahudim, like they are the people of the Most High, but they didn't give their hearts to the Most High. If you are still in your flesh, not, don't have the Ruach HaKodesh, if you haven't accepted Yahushua HaMashiach, if you still think the Messiah's name is JC, if you still are calling him, if you do not, okay, I'm going to say this, and I don't want to offend nobody, but I'm just going to say what it is. You need to accept our Father and his Son, and you need to have the Ruach HaKodesh. Because the Ruach HaKodesh will help to clean you. Okay? And I made a video about the Torah, and I got a lot of pushback. Not a lot. I got mostly positive, okay? But I got a little bit of pushback. And I was making this video for a brother and another sister who thinks that, they said his name is Yah, W-E-H, and somebody else said his name is Ahayah. And I just want to let you know that he said to proclaim his Kodesh name. And that's that. I'm not going to sit up here and agree with people and act like his name is already all these other names. That's not his name. His son's name is Yahusha, and his name is Yahuah. And I will proclaim that name. Ain't nothing nobody can tell me that's not my Father's name. That's my Father's name. That's your Father's name. Whether you want to accept it or not, that's our Father's name. It just is. So I hope this video was helpful. I was about to say healthy. I hope this video helped you and I didn't come off harsh, because I don't want to come off harsh. I really just want to do what Abba wants me to do, and he wants me to spread the Basora. And one of the first things is to wake everybody up, study to show yourself approved, and that will definitely please our Father. And I just want to say I love y'all. I love everybody who is supportive, and all of you who are just now waking up, wiping the crust off your eyes. Good day. Welcome to the day. All right. Welcome to the light of day. You are no longer in darkness. Wake up.
You have a huge community in Africa that they know in tradition that they are Hebrews, that they are from child of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob. They know it for sure. You have communities that are running services and prayers by the halakha, keeping Shabbat and eating kosher. They know their roots. Like, you can't argue with them. They're stronger than you. They will tell you who they are. They don't ask you even. And they have the Bible, and it's all written over there, and they don't have no problems in life. Except of that we're not able to accept them, to recognize the godliness of the holy tribes that is treasured inside them, their souls.